And we're live again. Episode 1, Toolbox Stuff. Unlock your artistic potential with Toolbox Stuff, the ultimate guide to creating your masterpiece. Welcome to Toolbox Stuff, the only podcast that dives deep into the heart of artistry, exploring the tools you need to unleash your creativity and strive in your craft. Whether you're an emerging artist or a seasoned pro, we'll serve up weekly episodes jam-packed with insider knowledge that elevates your art game. Toolbox Stuff. Toolbox Stuff. We are sponsored by a toy store, Backyard Toys on eBay. Christmas is coming up. Get your loved one something nice. Alrighty. We got a couple more things to get into. We're back. Thank you. Thank you for being here. My name's Tulium. This is Toolbox Stuff. We're representing Free Stuff Forever. We're going to dedicate the e-commerce part of this series to free stuff, to finding free stuff, and to selling that free stuff for real money. Real money. Toolbox Stuff. Welcome. All right, so what do we have for you today? We have a basic drawing boot camp. That's what we're going to be doing for the next several days, a basic drawing boot camp. Here's the description. The basic drawing boot camp is a 10-day journey to unlock your artistic potential. Covering the basics like line and shape to complex topics like shading and portraiture, this series aims to make you a more confident artist. Stay tuned as we explore each assignment step by step. Right? So welcome again. My name is Tulium. I am the art teacher. I have officially made the transition from science teacher to art teacher, and I'm very proud of that fact. And I love art, and I'm going to share my love for art with everyone who wants to listen. All right, we have got a Fury Kickstarter. That's this one right here, this spectacular book. And we have Almighty by Ed LaRoche on Image Comics. So starting off with the God of Fury, this is a Kickstarter that's going on right now. It started today or yesterday. It started Saturday. Yeah, today is Sunday. Gotta know what day of the week it is. Excellent book. We can look at one or two of the pages. Very clear. The art by Drew Spence is excellent. Sign up for that Kickstarter. Link in the bio. This is Almighty by Ed LaRoche, and it is a comic book that. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm messing all the way up. I'm messing all the way up. Let's 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 start this over. I gotta do Mr. Spence, the God of Fury, correctly. All right, Drew Spence, a Stony Brook University fine arts graduate, embarked on a creative journey after college that led him to blend drawing, painting, and digital media into an eccentric mix of comics and graphic novels. His latest project, God of Fury, marries 3D modeling and hand drawn elements to unravel a cosmic mystery at the universe's edge, all accompanied by an original soundtrack produced in his own recording studio. Based in Long Island, New York, Spence creates his multifaceted works from his Fallout Shelter studios, holding various certifications in graphic arts and web design along the way. This is going to be an excellent project. I suggest everyone back it. Right. Right. Almighty. The Warning writer artist Edward LaRoche returns to comics with a 5-issue epic. Mad Max Fury Road style action combined with the mutated horror of combines with the mutated horror of annihilation in his original sci-fi fantasy epic for mature readers. The year is 2098 in a third world America ravaged by economic collapse, arachno warfare, and a mysterious environmental disaster contained behind a massive wall. A girl has been abducted, and a killer has been hired to find her and bring her home. Looks like it's going to be a good read for me. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so the supplies that you need. All right, I got my color pencils here. I have a set of pens, set of Crayola crayons. I have a set of Tombow brush pens. I got a Uniball Sino black pen, the Tombow dual tip gray and black brush pens. This is a Derwent Graph Tone. It's a watercolor pencil. A regular thick pencil, it's like lead holder size. 0.5 millimeter pencil, mechanical pencil by Pentel. And this is also by Jot. This is a big fat eraser. And of course, a ruler. These are all great things for this project. And if I could move them out of the way, we can get started. Right. And this. Yeah. All right, so we got a mailbox. I know it's the first issue, but we already got questions. So, do you need any experience in drawing? No. This boot camp is for all ages, for all people who want to get better at drawing. What if you don't have listed supplies? Well, just use what you got. Okay. I try to make my lessons so that you can get them from dollar store items. These, both of these are from Dollar Tree. They have these at Ross in packs. I don't have my pack with me, but you know, Dollar Tree. How much do I need, or how much time do I need to dedicate each day? 20 to 30 minutes. More practice for better results, depending upon your level. If you're planning on making a career of this, every day, all day. Okay? Every waking second, you should be drawing something or consuming something that needs to be drawn, etc., etc. You get what I'm saying, right? Can I skip a day and catch up later? Yes, I'm recording these and I'm going to be posting them, you know, as I make them, and you can watch them anytime. Right. So, here are the assignments here, and the idea is that my students will. Hold on, stop talking before the idea is that my students will make a book, something like this, and this I'll be adding to this cover soon. This basically Status 6, 11 by 17 folded. I printed some guidelines on my papers because I want the students to. What I learned as a science teacher is that a lot of students, they just don't know how to use real basic stuff, like a ruler, you know. And so part of my art class is going to be teaching those things, basic skills. So they have to fill in the lines for this workbook, and each student will get one of these. They will fold it and staple it themselves. Then they will get this, and then they will paste it to the inside front cover. And on the cover, they will design what they want to design. I think I'm going to make a paper cut design for the cover because I used this black cardboard. I just made this to show the principle, but I liked it, so I'm going to use it for the series. So as you can see, there are 10 days for this basic boot camp. And then once the students do these 10 days, then they can decide if they want to go and paint, or if they want to, basically they'll be deciding what medium they're going to kind of move into, painting, colored pencil, oil pastel, etc., etc. When they get to day 6, they will be able to customize this first set, depending upon that one. I have about 5 different customization options. The number one being manga. They all love manga. So I try to think of like what would the gentlemen like and what would the ladies like, and made a few. And I know that I won't be able to hit every taste bud, but if I had something in general that someone can say, okay, well, I'll do this over that, I feel like I'll be happy with that. Okay. All right, so boom, there it is. And I'll be showing you, exactly what I mean by this in a second. So we're gonna do the warm-up first. I decided not to put the warm-ups in that book because I want to save the warm-ups to the side. All right, boom. So here are the warm-ups. And so the warm-ups are simple, straight lines, curved lines, basic shapes, line thicknesses, and then, some jazz up here for you to figure out why you're, doing this and what time is due and all of that good stuff. And so you're supposed to take a pencil or a pen and draw what's below. So what pen will I start off with? I'm going to start off with my brush pen, my Tombow brush pen here. I think I'm going to start off with this one. And knock it out. Ideally, I'm supposed to time myself. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and put some stuff. You can see that this new configuration is not, I didn't really think it out very well because, I didn't think it out very well, but I have to make some adjustments here right now. All right, so basically, 5 straight lines at different angles. What's my ruler? My ruler for this. 5 straight lines. So I mean, you don't even have to really do too much thinking. 1 line, 2 lines. Let's go 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. All right. So make sure your lines are smooth and continuous. I guess ideally, we're supposed to use the some lost all my important stuff to find it. So this will help me improve my hand-eye coordination. Great. Let's move to the next. All right. So curved lines. Draw curved lines with various degrees of curve. Let's do this one colorful. Curved lines, varying degrees, curves. Just inside. To the trash and shit. To the trash. To the trash. Oddly enough, I don't really use the black very much. What my Tomboy said. It said various thicknesses. Stop playing. Ooh, it gets the grain. So yeah, these brush markers, you need to use it correctly or you will mess yourself up. I don't think I'm going to use yellow just because I don't feel like smearing the other colors all over. It's supposed to actually start with the lightest. So even this pink, smearing the black. I should have started with the yellow and then went to this pink, then the green, then the black. All right. Now basic shapes. Draw basic shapes like circles, squares, and triangles. Okay. So directions say focus on making the edges and the curves as precise as you can. These are the building blocks for more complex drawings. Okay. All right. Let's use the gray. Well, you say building blocks. That's what I think. Just some straight blocks, like kids blocks. Kids blocks. You don't mess with kids blocks. What you do? I used to love these kind of pens. I actually used the Pilot Precise pens. Really thin line. That's when I was into drawing things without using an eraser. Eraser is a crutch, I used to say. I still say it sometimes in my art class. Sometimes. Let's see, line thickness. Technique, draw lines of various thickness within shapes. Okay, so the directions say experiment with your grip and pressure to change the thickness of the lines. Understanding line thicknesses will help you add dynamics to your drawing. A dynamic. Forget about the Kickstarter for God of Fury. Get your copy. You're gonna be happy you did. All right, I'll start with shape. Let's do the shape in yellow since we haven't done yellow yet. Here's our shape. So your line or your stroke, very important. Especially when you're dealing with brush markers, because they blend, but they don't blend. Kind of like they're very strokey, so you're forced to use that to your advantage, right? So went outside the line. Now I feel like I gotta go outside the line everywhere so it'll look normal. There we go. Now, so I have to draw lines of various thickness within this shape. Okay, so let's go for it. Lines of various thicknesses. So to get you a line, a thin line with these brush markers, light pressure. Like this. Kind of like this so far. I like it. I gotta replace that brown though. These also have a thin tip. That's enough. Go with the blue. So I'm just kind of doing something just to make something happen. Last one, last little color. Hit the microphone. So obviously, if you draw something, it becomes a little more, a little easier. All right. Oh, I have other tools. I think that it's good to get used to doing your go back in. Different lines. This one said you're only supposed to make five, so I guess I'll make five for this color. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna spend all that much more time. I think our timer is up. All right, so here is my warm up. Typical warm up should really only take around 5 minutes. I'm gonna get a refreshing something to drink. 5 minutes is a good time. I don't know. Maybe we spent more than 5 minutes. I can't tell. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next. Move on to the next. And the next is Booyah. So, introduction to the day one assignment, line and shape. So, welcome to day one of the Basic Drawing Boot Camp. Unlock your artistic potential. Today, we will focus on fundamental drawing elements, especially line and shape. These elements are the core components in understanding visual art and composition, aligning with the California art standards of artistic perce- perception and creative expression. Lines can be straight or curved and come in various lengths and widths. They can be used to create shapes, make divisions, and provide structure. Shapes that are flat surfaces enclosed by lines, and they can be geometric, such as squares and circles, or organic, like free form or natural shape. Today, you will experiment with both, employing various techniques like line thicknesses to make your artwork more dynamic. Don't forget about the God of Fury Kickstarter. All right, so the final assignment. So we're going to draw a series of lines and basic shapes and combine them to create a unique composition. We're going to experiment with line thickness to add dynamic qualities to your drawings. Okay? Don't forget about that Kickstarter. We've got 4 different ways to approach the final assignment. Okay? So, one, we could do an abstract composition. All right, so let's take your pencils and using only straight lines and basic shapes like circles, squares, and triangles to create an abstract composition. Use varying line thicknesses to add depth. All right, we're going to do geometric animals. Okay, with our colored pencil, we're going to utilize straight and curved lines along with basic shapes to outline an animal. Mm. Okay, we're gonna fill the shape with colored pencils using different shades. All right, so we're gonna also do a cityscape with crayons. Use the lines to draw buildings and basic shapes for cars and people. Apply shading and texture with crayons through hatching and cross hatching. All right, and then we're gonna make a natural elements one. We're gonna be using paint markers. So the description is use lines to draw mountains, rivers, and trees. Use paint markers to fill in color and create a sense of light and shadow. Okay. Once we finish drawing, we're going to talk about the vocabulary questions. All right. And I actually still use this. Right here. I just will do this one. Put that right here. All right. So now this is back to our workbook. All right. And first page, I leave blank again. You're going to have your schedule right here pasted. And you start here. All right, so start off with your pencil. Let's clear our workspace before we send more items cascading. They'll never be found again. All right, so boom. We're gonna do a 4-up design here. Real easy. I already have the lines set out for you. If I do this. There we go. So I wanted this like this so that it could be customizable for the student. So if they wanted 4 or 8 or 16 or 3, or they could make it in their with their according to their needs and the needs of the assignment. Ideally, they will get more and more skills as time goes by, and they would no longer need all these guidelines. I'm hoping, and I'm just gonna guess on this line here. I guess correctly. Boom, boom, boom. So the space is at a premium here. Premium Studios. I'm supposed to have another light over my shoulder, but the temperature in here is for real. For real. It's for real. It's for real. It's for real. All right, so I generally like to kind of jot some things down. These are going to be our thumbnails. So we got abstract. Gotta jot it down right here. Abstract. We got geometric animal. Geometric animal. What else? Cityscape. Right, and the last one is natural element. What I'm missing. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Boom, 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 boom. We're having some iPad issues here. I'm gonna have to quickly figure out how to fix this. And for some reason it won't show. up my screen. Just not understanding. I'm just not understanding. Some reason it's just not working for with this page. All right, so we'll do some let's knock out the abstract. All right, so here it'll be that big. All right, so here I'm gonna have I'm gonna draw small versions, and then you're gonna choose which one you're gonna do for your larger version. So the idea is that you could pick one of the four that you draw, or you can choose a, an you can use a piece of each, a fragment of each into your bigger drawing. My students have done this once before, excuse me, and so they did pretty good with it. Getting a little uncomfortable here, and we're gonna do these in the next issue. All right, so thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes and gonna continue with episode 2.